Today we are unboxing the V5 Digital from Ultatec. The Ultatec faceting machine has been manufactured since 1965 and stands alone as the world's finest faceting equipment. It represents years of development and research, and it offers the user unrivaled precision and repeatability. The Ultratec approach is to provide a design which is direct, simple, and does not compromise the gem cutting task. Their equipment allows maximum accuracy, brilliance, and yield from your rough material. Their faceting machines are manufactured by trained and proud craftsmen who understand the equipment and the need for its precision machining and assembly. As I unbox this machine, I'm going to go over everything that comes with it, and then afterwards we'll do a setup video. The piece I'm pulling out right now is your splash pan and your drain hose. And then I also bought a bottle of oil. That's sold separately. I also purchased 3 polishing laps, which is what I'm pulling out right now. And there's the third one. I can also say that this company has great packaging. You'll see throughout the video how organized it is and tightly packed. So this is one of my laps. It's a dark side lap. It's a composite polymer polishing lap for medium hardness stones like quartz and beryl. So these other 2 laps are my zinc plus laps. I'll be using them for pre-polish and polishing. I'll be using 6,000 on one and 80,000 on another. I really wanted one of these to be a bad lap, but I have to save money somewhere, and I'm just starting out, so these will do for now. And as you can see here, this is what I was talking about when I said everything was packaged well. There's really no way that this thing would have gotten damaged unless something pierced the box. It just shows this company actually cares about their product and their customers. This is the owner's manual. It has everything that's included with the kit, and then all the information about your warranty, all the specs, the testing specs, everything you need to know about the machine. And again with the packaging. Look how tight and clean this is. Everything has its own spot. Nothing can move around. It's all tightly secured, and it'll keep it from getting damaged. I appreciate them for doing this. This is the transfer fixture. You can upgrade to a better one. Here's the alignment bar. 4, 5, 6, and 8 millimeter dops come included. You also get a sponge and some Allen wrenches, and then set screws also. I purchased the smaller dops, which is 2 millimeters and 3 millimeters, just in case I cut smaller stones. This is the AC adapter for the digital angle display, and it also comes with a calibration block. This is the post for your drip tank. And this is your drip tank. And of course, last but not least, is your mast with the digital angle display. And I did forget to show 2 things. One was the tabling adapter, and the other was the calibration block, but you'll see that in the slow motion footage and later on in the video. Enjoy! Now we move on to the assembly. But first, I want to show you some slow motion of the underside of the machine. This machine will run off 110 volts or 220 volts. You just need an adapter that plugs into the 220 volt outlet, then you can plug your plug into the back side of that. Here I'm connecting the drain tube. Next, I'm feeding the drain tube through the nice metal grommet that they supplied on the box, and it'll keep your hose from kinking and also give you a nice clean installation. At this point, you'll want to pull the power cord out and undo the tie, and then hang it out right along with the hose. Now you'll want to flip the machine back over and route your hose and your cord wherever you'd like them. My desk isn't that big and it's not that great, so I'll have to get one later. But when you're spending $6,000 on a faceting machine, there's only so much you can do. You work with what you got. Time to install the splash pan. You'll want to align the hole on the bottom of the splash pan with the hole on the surface of the faceting machine. And then lock your two tabs in place. Next, I'm going to assemble the drip tank. You'll take your nozzle and you'll screw it on the bottom of the drip tank, and then you can just leave the lid off for now. Next, I will install the mast for the drip tank on the left side of my machine, since I have a right-handed machine. If you have a left-handed machine, it will go on the right. Just make sure when you tighten the screw, you don't over-tighten it and strip it out. That would be bad. Now I'm going to install the drip tank. Loosen your set screw. Place your tank on the mast. Don't over tighten it, there's no need to. Now you can put your cap back on. That little black knob on top of your drip tank is for the drip rate, so just be careful with that. Now we'll go ahead and prep our mast. I went ahead and removed that green tie strap on the mast. There is a locking nut on the bottom of the mast that you can tighten or loosen to make your locking handle tighten more or less. Go ahead and line the locking nut on the bottom up with that hole on the base, and then slide it onto the base and go ahead and turn that handle to lock it down. Again, you don't have to over tighten, just make sure it's snug. I like to remove the plastic off my digital angle display. It makes it look cleaner, but you can leave yours on if you want. The logic of numbering upward, 0 at the bottom of the scale and 150 millimeters at the top, is that relates more directly to the stone's size. Since the diameter of the stone gets larger as the vertical position goes up, it is logical that the scale would go up correspondingly. And since the vertical position is continuously calibrated on the Ultratec, it is possible to cut calibrating sizes by reading the scale directly, something not possible on other faceting machines where the vertical position is not calibrated. This is one of the reasons why I got the V5 instead of the VL, because if I want to cut twin stones, I can go off the mast height and go by microns to get the stone the correct size and make them a matching pair if I want. That's not to say it can't be achieved on another machine, but it just makes it way easier to be able to take notes and correspond a stone to a numerical value so you can perfect it and make it a twin. So this is a closer look at the transfer jig you get. It's really high quality, it just has limitations on the size stone that you'll be able to fit in there. The upgraded transfer jig has a lot more room and it's supposed to be more accurate, but I don't know how much more accurate it could be. Here's a closer look at the alignment bar, which is used after changing your index gear to make sure the keying of the dop holder is aligned perfectly at 90 degrees on your 0. So that way when you cut your next stone, it'll be right on line. And here's the tabling adapter, which is used to cut the table of the stone, which is the top. You could put your machine at 45 degrees instead of trying to get your machine close and go to 90. So it just makes it easier. You get 4 sets of dops with the Ultratec machine. You get 4, 5, 6, and 8 millimeter, and each bag contains a flat, a cone, and a V. And I went ahead and purchased the smaller dops to fill the smaller gaps because I'll probably start with smaller stones at first. They include 2 millimeters and 2 millimeters, which is 2 cones and 2 flats, 3 millimeters, 3 millimeters, which is 2 cones, 2 flats also. If there's one gripe that I could give to Ultratec, that's that you should include a lamp and a dust cover. It should be like a free thank you for buying our product gift or something like that. Your name brand lamps are a little bit too expensive for me also. I'll just stick with toppers until I can get centered lamps. But that's really the only gripes that I have. Everything else is included in the kit and gets me started. Other than rough, of course. This is the AC adapter for the digital angle display. We'll plug that in here in a second. One thing I could say that I'm excited about is everything on this machine feels high quality. All the knobs, the turns, the resistance, it almost feels like you're driving a sports car. How the buttons feel, how the steering feels, I can relate it to that basically. Here I am just putting my master lap on. It's most likely what I'm going to start with my toppers, so I just went ahead and prepped it for later. This will probably be a good time to tell you about Ultatec's warranty. It comes with a 15-year warranty for the original purchaser, covering defects in material and workmanship of all mechanical parts. Exceptions include electronic and electrical components, which have a 1-year warranty, and parts requiring replacement due to wear, such as springs, rubber drive, and components and bearings. Just keep in mind, if you plan on ordering one of these machines, it could take quite a while. I waited 2 months for mine. Some people have waited 8. It all depends on the country you live in, the state you live in, and what's going on in the world. I hope this video has portrayed the true quality and craftsmanship of this brand and product. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I hope you liked the video. I put a lot of effort into this one, and I'll be putting a lot of effort into my next videos. So if you like this one, give me a like and subscribe. We'll see you around.